So I bought this desk on offer for $25 and I'm going to DIY it and make it into my own vanity. You will need an electrical sander or you can use a sand block, but it's easier to use this one. I bought it at Walmart for $20. So when I bought the sander, it already came with an 80 grit sandpaper, but I decided to buy the 120 grit and the 220 very fine grit. Then I purchased this primer that you need to put on your surface before you add paint, and all I got was an all white paint to a little touch. Then of course you need your brush. This is the one that I have to paint on your surface. So I bought these little knobs from Hobby Lobby. I don't want to use the old ones and there's already one missing, so I decided to buy. And you also need plastic wrap for the surface when you sand off your desk. So you need a brush, color choice of paint, a primer, sanding disc, sanding machine, knobs, and plastic wrap. So this sander has a little bag that holds all the sawdust that flies. So about halfway to the desk, the top desk, I need to switch out the grit paper and put a new one. So now I'm just going to grab a wet cloth and clean the dust. So now it's time to change the grit to 220 and put it on the sander. I'm going to start cleaning off the dust. Pour some water and clean it with a wet towel. So I got this primer at Walmart. It says that it sticks to all surfaces without sanding and it seals uniformly and it blocks all stains. So the fact that you don't have to sand anything with this top coat is a plus for me because I've sanded my desk. So remember guys, this is just the primer that you put on before you apply your paint. Remember to have your plastic wrap underneath because it is dripping. So as you can see, the primer looks very ugly but it's okay. It's just like a glue that will hold in the paint once we put it on, and it will look gorgeous. So now we just clean the brush that we were using for the primer so we can use it again for the paint. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the Glidden High Endurance White, and I'm going to pour it over this little plate. And now, just go up and down and apply your paint on top of your coat. Okay, so this is the before on the primer that I had put on this cabinet. And now I'm just adding the paint. So the first coat is done. Now I have to let it dry off and wait for the second coat. I was applying to each corner. I forgot to put the plastic tarp on this side and it got paint everywhere. So I have a lot of cleaning to do. So the second coat is now drying, and as you can see, it came out great. So these are the knobs that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I had to drill a new hole in because the old ones were too small. It was a bitch. So now I'm going to take this drill and drill in my holes for my knobs. Okay, now the last part is to put in the knobs. So the knobs come with these little rings around it. Take them off so you can put them back in. So this was the finished result. So I drilled in all the knobs and they look perfect. So this is the end result. I paid $25 for the desk, and I think I spent $60 on materials. But I love it. I could have went out to IKEA and bought a vanity from there like everyone else does, but I love making stuff my own and it saves money. So that's it for the video, you guys. I showed you guys how to make your own vanity and save some money on it as well and still look stylish.